6 to 9-year-old is allowed to have his video stay up. There's nothing wrong with the video that you're about to see from Lil RT. Take a listen. So in case you missed the lyrics, you would be lucky if you did miss them. I am going to slow it down because I think it's important. You saw a child there, and it's important to hear these lyrics. By the way, if you are around children right now, this is not the time because it's derogatory. It's worse than derogatory. So I'll give you 5 seconds, right? Make sure there's no children in the room. The lyrics that came from this song as being performed by Lil RT, the maybe 6, maybe 9-year-old, reads, "If she ain't sucking bleep, Lil bitch, you can get the F up out my SHT. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take an effer down. 100 round, bitch, we in that kill, we gon' take him down. 12, get behind me, that's the cops. We gon' do 60 effing miles, yeah." So to understand that, he is basically talking about a presumably random woman who can't hang out with him unless she's willing to perform fellatio. This is a 9-year-old, okay? And he is talking about his gun, and he is talking about having 100 rounds as he runs from the police. Totally YouTube content safe. Incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I want to be clear, as this is being debated on the internet right now, this completely saddens me. It is the destruction of Black culture. It is the destruction, therefore, of American culture, and this is what we are starting to see. His mother is promoting him on Instagram. If you think that there's a problem with this, if you think that this content should be pulled down, I do, then there's something wrong with you and you're jealous. People in the comments are calling this person Coco Felon, okay? And to think that this is a mother saying that, oh, he's talented, people in the comments saying, well, he's talented and she's trying to help him pursue that path. No. This is a kid, and I hate to say this because we've seen so many instances of this in the media, who will end up dead, okay? He is holding dollar bills, talking about killing people. If you think that his mother is setting him on the right path, then it's because you're an idiot.
Long considered the place to turn for family-friendly entertainment, recent moves and statements by the Walt Disney Company indicate a turn toward a cultural agenda that threatens that legacy and possibly its future.
I grew up with the wonderful world of Disney on Sunday nights, and you curl up with a blanket with your family and watch a great Disney movie, and that company doesn't exist anymore.
Back in March, Disney made headlines for publicly opposing a Florida law that bans public school lessons, including sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through 3rd grade. Since then, top executives have signaled a greater shift towards telling stories that explore those topics. Whistleblowers from Disney sent these videos to conservative activist Chris Rufo, citing concern about the company's direction.
I don't have to be afraid to let's have these two characters kiss. Let's in the background. I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness.
And now we know, as my son texted me this morning, Gen Z is 30 to 40% queer than the other generation's mom. So Disney better get with it.
Burke went on to express support for increasing LGBTQ characters in entertainment content, with the goal of 50% of all regular and recurring roles across the Disney universe coming from, quote, underrepresented groups.
Disney has been a little bit on the slow end to make some of those changes, but now it feels like they have jumped to the forefront and they have said, we're not only going to represent, but we are going to be in an activist position promoting this agenda.
The Disney Pixar film Lightyear, out this month, features a lesbian couple, and Thor: Love and Thunder, due out in July, has a major LGBTQ lead character. Adam Holtz, director of Focus on the Family's Plugged In, says in an effort to stay culturally relevant, Disney is losing touch with a large portion of its audience.
You study today's black culture is trash. Ain't nothing positive about black culture. We're not highlighting spelling bee winners. We don't talk about the newest black business that's doing good. When you go on social media, you look at some of the most trending videos and trending topics. It ain't black empowerment. It ain't uplifting black people. When you look at our movies, we ain't got no black heroes. Black culture has black propaganda. Hitler used propaganda to get the Germans to turn on the Jews. We use propaganda for our culture. We propagate pimps, gangsters, killers, womanizers, robbers, deceit, being unfaithful. We got some propaganda, homie, that's brainwashing.
There are two things about our current situation. The first thing is this. Democrats now believe the following. They believe in killing babies in the womb. They believe in teaching children racism. They believe that teaching children to accept homosexual pedophilia. These are things they actually believe in and actually do. They believe in letting black people get killed by criminals, letting criminals off the hook so they can go into neighborhoods and kill more black people. They believe in silencing free speech and using corporations to do that. And they think they're the good guys. Now, I find this amazing. I don't find it amazing about like a desiccated old witch like Nancy Pelosi, who's been in power so long. She's been emptied of everything inside, every value except the love of power and privilege, But it's the ordinary people, the people who listen to NPR and say, yes, teaching people that whiteness is bad. I understand why we're doing that. It makes no sense. And here's the second thing that just amazes me. Democrat policies suck. They do not work. They have never worked. They get black people killed. They cover the streets with homeless people. They suppress the economy. They suppress energy production so that not only are we paying $110 at the gas pump for our gasoline, we're giving power to petrol tyrants like Russia and OPEC to push us around when we could be making our own stuff. They lose wars we've already won. They go into Iraq and they surrender a war we've already won. They just are awful, but people keep voting for them. You walk outside a city like San Francisco, once the most beautiful city in the world, the most beautiful city in the country, and it's a hellhole. And you think like, oh yeah, I'm going to keep voting for the people who do this. And they do. It's amazing. Even in New York, where they elected this guy, Eric Adams, who's a Democrat, but said he was going to be tough on crime because all the crime that Giuliani chased out and Bloomberg kept out has come sweeping back into the city. They elect this guy, Eric Adams. But in Manhattan, they elected another one of these stupid progressive DAs. So Eric Adams is not going to be able to do anything in Manhattan. They're still going to be letting people out without bail and all this. And the Democrats just keep voting for this garbage. So
Here's the message that the Lord spoke to me during my prayer time as I asked the Father what He wanted me to speak, not only to this nation, but also to myself. I asked Him, what do you want to say to me? Because, it's one thing to speak to a nation or speak to people. What is He saying to you personally? And He said, America, your time has come to face your reality of judgment. Your institutions are failing, and your systems of life are outdated. You have chosen the art and culture of Babylon over me and my word. You have sown into the wind, and now the whirlwind is upon you. You will now behold the implosion of these institutions that you hold so dear, including the government that controls you. You have forsaken my government and my governor. Therefore the yokes you wear will only tighten in the coming days. Your master, the devil, will arise in greater power because you gave him the right to do so. You say, how is this so? I say, because you have chosen to live according to your flesh. You've abandoned what is right. Therefore, you will embrace what is left. A broken nation, a broken people who refuse to see the need of a physician. America, rain is coming. Not a rain of moisture, but of misery. Watch now as peace escapes you and comfort eludes you, all because you have chosen Moloch over me. But, O mountain of the world, your fall is near, and great will be your fall. America the beautiful, the vain, the vile, and wretched, oblivious to your grievous wounds. I searched for a nation to do my will, and I found her. In you I touched the world. But now I have found you playing the harlot, divorced from your marriage to me. Your lovers are too many to name. Your idols are too many to claim. You're infested with falsehoods, corruption, and deep disdain for truth. America, you will fall, and your nation will burn with deep hatred and vile contempt for humanity. You rejected my counsel. You sat with the prideful, and you've taken their counsel. Now you will see history repeat itself, for every nation that has rejected me has turned into hell.